everyone, welcome back to ShadeTV. Tonight is a special event. This is the ShadeTV 2020 Sneaker Awards. I'm going to go through my top picks for the year of 2020 as we count down for the new year of 2021. So what better than to announce my top favorite 21 sneakers of 2020. I know some of you may be disagreeing with my selects, but that's okay because you have the opportunity to create your own video as well. But for today, these are my picks. So we are going to have a few special guests, including T.L.C. as well as Julia Roberts herself. So stay tuned for those special appearances. And we are going to begin with number 21. All right, so starting with 21, the most creative color scheme category goes to none other than the Air Jordan 1 Biohacks. And it is no surprise to me that this specific colorway and silhouette made it to GOAT's top 10 list of most sold sneakers of 2020. This shoe has one of those stop and look at me colorways that really just makes you wonder who came up with all these crazy colors. Well, Nike did an insane job making this a standout color scheme, and it definitely shows when you look at how many of those were seeking this shoe on the resale market. Now for number 20. The most futuristic shoe of 2020 goes to none other than the Nike ISPA Road Warrior in the Sail colorway. This is one of the most visually complex designs that the swoosh has ever launched to the public by far. With its ultra technical and conceptual shape, this is one of the most visually complex designs that I've ever seen. Base layers are constructed with the knit patched uppers and come packaged with buckles, straps, rubber cage overlays. The sole unit features double stack zoom pods in the forefoot. These are some insane additions that I've never seen on a shoe before with the collab of Nike. And number 19 goes to the Yeezy 500 Tyrians for the category of Best Outdoorsy Colorway Silhouette of 2020. This shoe by far establishes this kind of hiker's look with the purplish blue neoprene upper that has black tumbled leather and brown suede overlays. Details on this model include the toggle lacing system, black neoprene tongues atop a charcoal colored rubber sole, all meant for this very rugged outdoorsy appeal. And next is number 18. The best artwork done on a sneaker for the year 2020 goes to Ruhan Wang's collab with Nike on the specific Air Force One silhouette. The Ruhan Wang Nike Air Force One Fly Leather is an imaginative look for the classic uptown silhouette created by the talented Berlin-based artist. In addition to this Air Force One Fly Leather, Wang's collection with Nike includes a rendition of the Blazer mid-fly leather and Air Max 90 fly leather as well. Each design is complete with her abstract artwork that focuses on the earth motif. And number 17's category is the shoe that is most representative of a film. This goes to the Ghostbusters Smashers silhouette with Reebok. This is a shoe that is so representative of the 80s era. These Ghostbuster Smasher shoes have a fearless design inspired by the movie that started in the 80s. The leather upper has a worn, weathered look as if you've gone into battle with these ghosts. Signature details from the film give them a legit look. It's almost if you're actually experiencing what it was like to be in the film back in the day. From the vehicle that they took to go and capture these ghosts, to the actual packs on their back that they used with the pump system and the wiring. This is by far one of the greatest collabs done to really reminisce on a movie from the past. And number 16's category goes to the best general release of the year. This goes to none other than the poor man's Travis Scott, also known as the Air Jordan 1 Dark Mochas. This new Jordan 1 colorway starts off with a soft sail leather construction that hits the toe, side panels, and ankle, which is then contrasted by dark mocha suede overlays on the ankle heel, black leather overlays on the eye stays, midfoot, and toe, a black tongue tag and sail Nike Air branding, black inner lining, black wings logo, black swooshes, and sail tongue with matching laces, and a sail rubber midsole. This is by far one of the easiest colorways to match with your wardrobe. And number 15's category is the best summer colorway. I really outwore this shoe this summertime, and I'm happy to announce that this goes to none other than the Yeezy 350 V2 Desert Sages. This was an astonishing colorway. The Adidas Yeezy Boost 350 V2 Desert Sages are a very wearable colorway and one of Kanye West's most popular signature silhouettes. Both supportive and breathable, the PrimeNet upper features a reflective heel to toe strip that shines with exposed light. The color utilizes a vibrant melon-like hue and offers contrast against the Desert Sage upper, which is this very beautiful seafoam mint colorway, which is one of my favorite colors of the season, and that just bright melon color just popped off of my skin tone. Definitely one of my favorite summer colorways of the entire year. And number 14's category goes to the best new silhouette of 2020. And this was a no-brainer for me. This goes to the New Balance 327, specifically the Casablanca collab that was done with this new silhouette in the bright orange and green and white color scheme. This collaboration was called the Idealist, which makes use of premium materials and eye-catching summer-ready colors. This was one of the most insane Fashion Week series that I saw on the runway with the French-Moroccan designer Sharif Tejjer. The sneaker is an archival model that channels a retro 70s running vibe while making use of bright and orange and green hues. This is definitely a silhouette that most are not going to forget this year because it is so modern and unique and different, and definitely deserves that spot as the best new silhouette of 2020. Number 13 goes to the women's best colorway, and this goes to the women's tie-dye color scheme. Done in white, black, and aurora green colors, the shoe comes with an upper that uses tie-dye overlays paired with white leather on the sides with black leather covering the toe swoosh logos and ankle collar. Other details include a black leather lining with laces as well as black wing branding on the collar and a white simple midsole. I was obsessed with tie-dye this whole entire year, so I was extremely stoked to see this bright, vibrant pop of colors in this tie-dye design from Nike. And number 12 goes to the most unexpected collaboration on a classic silhouette. This award goes to the Palace and Reebok collaboration. This was a specific shoe that they thought was going to be impossible to be able to put an actual pump on this classic silhouette. And we saw it on this specific shoe with the Triferg actually imprinted on that pump. Coming in two colorways, a black and a white option. I was able to get the white and navy option, which has this contrasting, beautiful single color upper as well as midsole. The pump system controls are on the lateral quarter and symbolizes both co-branding on both of the shoes. And number 11's category goes to the most slept on, underrated, and comfiest shoe of 2020. I am proud to announce that this goes to the Jjjjound and New Balance collab on the 992 silhouette. This was undoubtedly one of the comfiest shoes of the year. Finding himself doing collaborations along with Kith, W-Taps, Levi's. Jjjjound is no secret at this point. This partnership with the Canadian studio Jjjjound has had different popular silhouettes that seem to be at the top of the game on the resale market. These came in two different colorways, a kind of darker gray as well as a green, and Jjjjound is known to be very representative of very simplistic designs, and this definitely was very simplistic in all different senses but remained one of the comfiest shoes of the year. All right, I just want to introduce some special guests here today. None other than T.L.C. Let's give them a hand, everyone. Welcome them to the stage. A scrub is a guy that thinks he's fly and also known as a buster. Always talking about what he wants and just sits on his broke ass. So no, I don't want your number, no. I don't want to give you mine, and no, I don't want to lead you on. I don't want all your time, no. I don't want no scrub. Scrub is that I can't get no love from me. Hanging on the passenger side of his best friend's ride, trying to holler at me. I don't want no scrub. Scrub is a guy that can't get no love from me. Hanging on the passenger side of his best friend's ride, trying to holler at me. All right. That was an insane performance. I have not heard Scrubs in so long. Thank you, girls, for bringing us back. That was an insane performance. You have gotten us energized and ready to go for our top 10 picks of 2020. So let's get into it. All right, number 10 goes to the category of most wearable dunk of the year. And this goes to none other than the Nike Ambush collab. So Nike partnered with Univ Ambush and the National Basketball Association to deliver an energetic collection inspired by female hoop fans. The two partnered on a reimagined dunk that showcases the swooshes extended beyond the heel, featuring a white tumbled leather upper. Other details can be seen in the black on the lashes of the heel. The sneaker also has perforated toe box as well as co-branded tongue tag. Pictured is this picturesque in its own symbolic way. This shoe is definitely a shoe that matches with everything in its simplistic black and white color scheme. All right, number 9, let's get to it. This category goes to the best vintage shoe of 2020, and this goes to the New Balance P550 collab with Aime Leon Dore, or Aime Leon Dore. This specific shoe was a basketball shoe that was brought back from the 80s. We have not seen this shoe since. And Aime Leon Dore brought it back in 4 different colorways. My favorite of the 4 was the red color scheme. And it has this aged look as well as this yellowed effect, but it just gives it such personality and brings you back to that era and really makes you feel like you fit that vintage time frame. And number 8 goes to the best non-sneaker release of 2020. And this award goes to none other than the Grateful Dead in Chinatown Market Crocs. This was an insane prize that I feel like I won, since I didn't get the Grateful Dead dunks that were super hyped, but I was very happy to get the consolation prize of the Grateful Dead Crocs. These Crocs had rock climbing, cute Grateful Dead symbolic bears throughout with this tie-dye effect. As all of you know, I have been obsessed with tie-dye this entire year, so seeing that on these Crocs really just made for the perfect non-sneaker release of 2020. Number 7 goes to the most memorable shoe of 2020 for a public figure. This is of no surprise that it goes to the Kobe 6 Protro Grinches. True Kobe fans recognize this poisonous colorway from when it was debuted by the Mamba himself on Christmas Day in 2010 in its highly anticipated matchup against the Miami Heat's Big Three. This re-release looks almost identical to the 2010 OG, but with a modern tech upgrade to the classic Kobe 6. And it is of no surprise that this is definitely a celebration to remember a legend. So I'm happy to announce that this award goes to none other than the Kobe 6 Protro Grinches. And number 6 goes to my most complimented shoe of 2020. And this was a triple collaboration that was done with Sean Witherspoon, Atmos, and ASICS. This version of the Gel Light 3 features multicolored corduroy panels with its signature split tongue. ASICS side stripes in red and yellow are removable, completed with the Atmos branding on the heel of the left of the shoe. Each of these shoes looks like it's actually a different coloring scheme completely, with different multicolored lace options with removable patches. This is a showstopper of a shoe, and by far got the most compliments from those that I walked by on the streets for the year of 2020. And number 5 goes to none other than my most unexpected cop. This award makes complete sense, as I had no clue I was going to get this shoe. And that is the Union Jordan 4 Guava Ices. I actually was able to cop this manually on my phone with very poor Wi-Fi and cell phone reception. And I actually decided to go a half a size up in a size 8 and skip my usual size of 7.5, which was honestly the best decision I could have made. And I obviously answered the right question with orange, so there you have it. That is the reason that I was able to cop the Guava Ice Jordan, Air Jordan 4s for the year of 2020 to add it to my collection. And number 4's category goes to the best colorway and material used on a shoe for 2020. And it is no surprise to many of you, since you probably were seeking to purchase this shoe at some point in 2020, but it goes to the Nike Spiridon in the Fossil colorway. Insanely interesting hemp material on the shoe and this beautiful creamy fossil coloring scheme. And though this shoe was very subdued and neutral in tone, it really shows on the resale market how much of an effect this had on people when they saw this on foot, and how practical, relatable, and wearable this specific shoe was. All right, we are getting into the heat of it. We've made it to the top 3. And the top 3's category is for the most unique box of 2020. And I've seen some insane unique boxes out there, so this was a very hard select, but it goes to the Concepts collab with Nike for the Tur Duncans. The Tur Duncans came in a massive oven box, packaged with socks as well as a TV dinner that was reminiscent of the Thanksgiving holiday. So to me, that was by far the coolest packaging that I have seen in all of 2020. And number two's category is the craziest collaboration of 2020. This was so hyped up before the release even happened. And this award goes to none other than the Ben and Jerry collab with the SB Dunk. We saw people on Instagram eating ice cream out of this shoe. We saw the insane packaging of an exact ice cream crate, basically, that carried the shoes inside of it. This design was so perfectly matched to the Ben & Jerry's colors that we are so used to seeing with the skies and the cow. So it makes so much sense that this goes to the Ben & Jerry collab with SB Dunks. All right, we have finally made it to the number one pick of 2020. And I know that this has been debated by many sneakerheads, but I am sticking with my number one choice. And the category for this is the most unexpected, most limited collab of the year. And this goes to none other than the Dore Air Jordan 1 collaboration that had the brains of Kim Jones backing it. We have by far never seen two powerhouses come together like this before in the high fashion realm. So to see something like the Dore Jordan come together was one of the most hyped up stories that we had heard during this pandemic. And I was fortunate enough to actually win a raffle here in New York City on this shoe. And let me tell you, as far as quality, this was one of the highest quality material shoes I have ever felt in my hands. As far as the Dore oblique design on the swoosh, that was so perfect as far as matching with some of my Dore pieces on my bags, or just the simple hues of the leathers that were spread throughout the specific shoe. This shoe shows a great bridge gap that we are combining fashion with the sneakerhead realm. And it opened up the doors to other shoes such as the Prada Adidas Superstars. And that is why we are now seeing this new generation of sneakers coming way. And the Dore Jordan 1s led the way for that to happen. So I am excited to see what we will be seeing in this new year of 2021. I think that new doors have been opened, and I'm excited for all of us to have the best luck in the world to cop every shoe that we want to cop in this new and upcoming year. And I just want to wish each and every one of my subscribers the best of luck for your health, your wealth, you name it. I want everything for all of you guys because you deserve it. And if you are new to my channel, be sure to hit that subscribe, as well as please do give this video a thumbs up, you guys, if you enjoyed it. And also leave me any comments or questions as far as what your top picks are for the year of 2020. I would love to hear from you. Until next year, you guys, we will see you then. My name is Marissa Hill. This is ShadeTV. We will catch you on the next video.
You don't have to be rich to be my girl. You don't have to be cool to rule my world. Ain't no particular sign I'm more compared. extra time and